With the number 1 pick, the Orlando Magic are selecting Chet Holmgren. With the number 2 pick, Oklahoma City Thunder select Paolo Banchero. The number 3 pick, the Houston Rockets are looking for upside in Jaden Ivey, 6'4" shooting guard out of Purdue. At the number 4 pick, the Sacramento Kings are taking Jabari Smith. This pick will be good for them if they decide to keep him or trade him. Can't go wrong with drafting Jabari at number 4. Number 5, the Detroit Pistons are selecting Keegan Murray, who fell to them at 5, gives Cade Cunningham an excellent pick and pop guy to work with over the next few years at least. So let's jump into pick number 6 through 7. The 6th pick belongs to the Indiana Pacers, who are going to go ahead and select Shaedon Sharpe out of Kentucky, picking this upside up. Probably the biggest question mark, I think, in this draft. We don't really know what his upside is going to be, but we know he has a lot of talent. The Pacers are going to go ahead and move on from Malcolm Brogdon and move into a new era here with Shaedon Sharpe. That puts the Portland Trailblazers up at number 7 on the clock, and they're going to take Johnny Davis to put next to Damian Lillard to give him a kick-out option. The 8th pick belongs to the New Orleans Pelicans that took it from the Los Angeles Lakers, and they're going to go ahead and select AJ Griffin, get a small forward, 6'6" out of Duke. Number 9th pick belongs to the San Antonio Spurs, and they are taking Benedict Mathurin out of Arizona, shooting guard, 6'7", number 9. The 10th pick belongs to the Washington Wizards, who are going to be select Jalen Duren out of Memphis. Picks 11 through 15. Let's get into it. The New York Knicks are up next at 11, and they're going to take Dyson Daniels out of the G League Ignite. Number 12 goes to the OKC Thunder, and they're going to be taking Jeremy Socan out of Baylor. 13 belongs to the Charlotte Hornets, who actually have the 15th pick as well. The Charlotte Hornets are going to take Terry Eason at 13, 6'8" power forward out of LSU. The Cleveland Cavaliers are up on the clock at 14, and they're going to take probably the best point guard available right now in the draft, and that's Ty Washington, 6'3" point guard out of Kentucky. And here you go, Charlotte is on the clock again. They took Tari Eason before at 13, and then with the 15th pick, the Charlotte Hornets are looking to get bigger, and they take 7-foot center Mark Williams out of Duke to do so. Picks 16 through 20. 16 belongs to the Atlanta Hawks, who are going to go ahead and take Malachi Branham, 6'5" shooting guard out of Ohio State. It seems to me like Atlanta might be one of those teams that looks completely different next year, and it could start here at the draft at 16. The Rockets are on the board again for the second time at 17, and they're going to go ahead and take Ousmane Dieng. We're going to take a 6'10" small forward out of New Zealand, originally from France, high quality IQ, who's probably one of the more interesting prospects in this draft. The Chicago Bulls are at 18, and they're going to go ahead and take Ochai Agbaji, shooting guard out of Kansas, 6'5". This is kind of a safety pick in case Zach LaVine does decide to leave. At the 19th pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to select Jake LaRavia, 6'8" power forward out of Wake Forest. He is someone whose stock has risen from the NBA Draft Combine as of recently. The Spurs are on the board at number 20. They're going to go ahead and take Jaquavion Smith, 6'3" shooting guard out of NC State, who is another player whose stock rose tremendously from this NBA Combine. Picks 21 through 25. The Denver Nuggets are on the clock at 21, and they're going to go ahead and take small forward Jalen Williams, 6'6" out of Santa Clara. The Memphis Grizzlies are on the clock at 22, who are going to take power forward out of Ohio State, 6'7" EJ Liddell. The Nets are on the clock at 23. Really didn't know what to do here. So, because Kyrie is Kyrie, might as well draft the next best point guard in the draft, which is probably 6-foot point guard out of Tennessee, Kennedy Chandler. The Bucks are on the clock at 24. They're going to go ahead and take a guy who is all about working hard, who has a solid NBA body right now, who's going to come in and bring a lot of energy to the defensive end. 6'6" shooting guard Marjan Beauchamp. The Spurs are on the clock again at 25 for the third and final pick of the first round. They're going to go ahead and take Wendell Moore, 6'6" small forward out of Duke, which is now the third player from Duke to be taken in the first round. Wendell Moore is a sophomore. I like the pick. He has a huge upside to be a two-way guy, in my opinion, is a little bit raw on the offensive end, but with the wingspan that he has, it's unreal what he's able to do defending on ball. I think the Spurs lock that up at 25. Let's go ahead and take 26 through 30 to close out this first round. The Dallas Mavericks are on the clock at 26. They're going to take one of my favorite players that is projected to be a late first rounder. I'd like to see if Bryce McGowan's moves up and gets somewhere around 20 or 15. He's 6'7", shooting guard out of Nebraska. A lot of upside there. The Miami Heat are on the clock at 27. They take a guy that, to me, if you're a G League Ignite guy, you probably have a little bit of Heat culture in you. You're a guy that comes in and works hard and is all about the job, and that's Jaden Hardy, 6'4", shooting guard out of the G League Ignite. The Golden State Warriors, who are in the NBA Finals this year, are picking at 28, and they're going to go ahead and take someone who is extremely skilled in Nikola Jovic, 6'11", small forward. Last year, they drafted Moody and Kuminga, a lot of upside, a lot of raw athleticism. I think this year with their pick, if Nikola is available at 28, I'd like to see Golden State add this piece to their puzzle. To me, it's a really, really good fit. Memphis Grizzlies are on the board again at 29, and they're going to show up the front court to back up Steven Adams and to maybe replace Steven Adams in the future. Walker Kessler is probably the third or fourth best big man in the draft. Is a more skilled player than maybe Durant or Williams. Not the elite rim defender as they are, but he's a very versatile big at 7 foot out of Auburn. And the OKC Thunder are taking the final pick in the first round. And they had no big guys this year, man, and they were getting murdered at the rim. So I think they take Christian Koloko out of Arizona, 7 foot center at 30, to give them more depth in the front court. And that's your full first round from SpursTube TV. Let me know in the comments below if you like the picks, what you think about your team, if it's the Spurs or if it's anyone else. What do you think about the pick that I chose for you? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to check out the Patreon link in the description below. That's your mock draft 2.0 post combine from SpursTube TV.